These are scraps and leftover pieces of oak that I had from other projects. Some of it was way too warped. We're going to try and plane it down to usable pieces, and then we're going to make the bird feeder out of this. We managed to get some usable wood out of those scraps, so 2 pieces here for the trim on the outside of the bottom. The bottom ends up being 10 by 18. I could salvage that out of the piece. 2 support pieces for the roof, ends up being about 4 inches by 3/4 with cut a peak at the top. And then 2 pieces that I managed to get about just under 1/2 inch before I could get it relatively flat, 10 inches, and then we'll figure out how long to make it. But I got a bit of a problem, and I'll go through that next for the bottom, because I don't want to screw it to the handrail on the deck. So I don't want this bird feeder to be screwed to the handrail. Now my handrail on the deck is, oh, here we have a new member of the Mouse Patrol. This is Woody. We lost our other cat, so we got 2 new kittens, Woody and Jessie. Jessie's not here at the moment. At any rate, we have a handrail that has a little bit of an overhang, about 1 inch. And I want this to be removable because we take our bird feeders down during the summer for the bears. So what I'm thinking is making a little L bracket that will kind of catch the bottom side of the handrail. And I have this little hook thing that I found. Probably came from something we bought and was supposed to hold something down. And then I can do that through there and then tighten it down from the top once I've got this hooked on to the other side. Now I'm hoping that'll work. So the next thing we're going to do is make this little bracket here and then place that on the bottom of the bird feeder. The fastening system is done. I just used some plywood that I had in the bin. I don't think it'll get wet underneath, so I'm not too worried about that. And then I have a little piece here that is 1.5 inches, which will simulate the 2x4 handrail. And then I put a little hole in the side of the piece that's going to clamp down on the bottom side with the fastener that you can just tighten down from the top side. So the next step is to trim the outside edges. I've got the supports clamped in place just to see how this is going to work, if they're high enough. And I've got the roof material cut to 10 by 26. Now I'll have to do a final cut after they're nailed together on the table saw. I just used a couple 1 1/4 inch wood screws on the top to hold it to the support posts in the center. I've centered it on the opening, and I'm going to screw it together from the inside. Well, that's all nailed and screwed together. I think it looks pretty good. The height's pretty good. Maybe a little bit high, but at least the birds will see the bird seed. Yeah, I just gave it a quick sand to take the rough edges off, broke the edges a little bit, and we'll finish it quickly with our traditional cedar color for the property, and then we'll put it on the railing. The bird feeder's been drying overnight, and I think now we can put it up on the handrail on the deck. This is from the woods. Just needed one more bird feeder. I'm sure it's not the last one. But at any rate, I think it turned out okay with scraps of wood that I found in the shop. Now you can make it out of anything, of course, and to the dimensions that you want. And you don't have to plane everything down either. It can look rustic, and you can stain it and do whatever you want. We're going to put it on the railing of the deck and then fill it with feed and see what happens. We had to enlist another set of mouse patrollers, and this is Jesse on the right and Woody on the left. Of course, from Toy Story. Woody is a boy and Jesse is a girl, and they're still quite young. We're going to have to train them to take care of the mice population around here, but they sure are cute, aren't they? We decided to put it up right before we go to work, so we have a full day of seeing if the birds will climatize to the new feeder. But this is what I was talking about. I didn't want to screw it to the railing itself because I didn't want to put holes in there, so clamps underneath, pretty sturdy. Now Mrs. from the Woods is going to put some feed in, and we'll see how the birds like it. All right, the bird feeder is on the railing. We're going to see how the birds like it. Mrs. from the Woods is filling the other feeders at the moment. But yeah, quick little project out of scraps from the shop, and you can use whatever you like, of course. Pine, spruce, plywood I wouldn't suggest because it's going to be in the weather. But we're going to see how this holds up, and for the avid bird watchers that we are, I think we're really going to enjoy this on the deck bird feeder. But we're hoping that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, we would love it if you would subscribe, like, and share, and maybe join us again for another video coming soon. Thanks for watching.